Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Bowman here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Planescape Torment. So before we go any further, I did want to check out this thing, the Modron Cube. The Modrons back at the brothel said that if I used it, or if I manipulated it a certain way, it would do something, so trying to figure out how to do it. This small metal toy is a replica of a cube-like creature with huge eyes on one of its faces. The toy has 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 folding wings, and at least 18 points of articulation. Maybe it's a collector's item. Manipulate the toy and look for some sort of effect. You bend, twist, and rotate the toy's various points of articulation, noting that the limbs often suddenly revert to their original position. Finally, as you bend its left knee, the toy makes an odd pop and shudders in your hands. Let's see. I don't know. I guess I'll just try one. Extend the left wing. The toy makes a soft whirr sound. Okay. Extend the right wing. The toy hums slightly, growing warm to the touch. Bend the right knee. Rotate the right arm. There's a whir, a click, and a blinding white light suddenly explodes in your hands. What? What just happened? Oh.
Ooh, this place stinks of oil. Ugh.
You see a mechanical man with pale green skin. Although it is obviously a construct, it does have an animated face which is scowling at you. Greetings. The creature suddenly stops scowling at you and adopts a look of mock terror. Eek, it is here. It is the hero sent here, no doubt, to slay the evil one. Woe to me, the hapless construct on duty at the time of his arrival. What are you going on about? The creature places its hands on its hips and frowns at you. The plot, you dolt. Stick to the plot. How do you expect me to play my part if you don't cooperate? Where were we? It pauses to think for a moment. Oh, I remember. I was about to trounce you. It leaps to attack.
All right.
Huh. Can I go back the way it came?
I feel like I'm in a cuckoo clock. A cuckoo clock.
You see a cube with 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 small wings sprouting from its side. On the front of the cube is an animated face. As you approach, the creature focuses its eye upon you. Greetings. Greetings, the creature speaks with a monotone, sexless voice. I have some questions. The creature continues to look at you blankly. State your question. Who are you? We are Modron. Your name is Modron? We are Modron. We do not have a name. We are Modron. All that you see here are Modron. We are one. If you don't have names, how do you tell one from another? There's a pause as the Modron continues your question. We know, we are Modron. We are part of the whole. Just as you recognize the hand that is part of your arm, we recognize each part of the whole. What about the individual? The Modron looks confused and pauses for a second. A heated buzzing sound fills the room, but quickly passes. We are Modron. We are part of the whole. The whole is Modron. There is no other. What are you? We are Modron. We are Quadron. What is a Quadron? Within our race, we are identified as type Quadron. What is this place? This is the Rubicon Dungeon Construct Project. What exactly is that? The Modron begins to emit a soft humming sound as it answers you. Rubicon Project goal is to determine the dynamics, both social and social surrounding the environment commonly constructed as dungeon, and to attempt to explain the aberrations intend to occur in such environments. How do you intend to do that? Rubicon is capable of forming a series of rooms linked in such a fashion to form what is commonly referred to as a dungeon. Each dungeon can have one of 3 difficulty settings: easy, normal, or hard. The dungeon is then populated with monsters, traps, and treasure according to the difficulty level chosen. After creation, the dungeon can be fully explored. The Modron begins to emit a low hum. What is that humming sound? Rubicon is a worthy accomplishment, and it pauses for a moment. We are content. You said something about aberrations? Queries to be answered. What attracts people to dungeons? Why do people often seek to enter them if they are places of such danger? Why are dungeons there in the first place? What are the dynamics of a workable dungeon? We do not understand. I do not. You started to say I instead of we. The Modron gives you concerned-looking glances about the room. You are in error. We are Modron. We are the whole. We will not discuss this. I know what I heard. You started to say I. The Modron frowns at you. You hear a hint of anger in its voice, and it answers you. No, we are Modron. We are part of the whole. We will not discuss this further. An angry buzzing fills the room and subsides. How do I get out of here? The Modron hesitates before answering. Exit unavailable. Project halted. The room is filled with a confused buzzing sound that suddenly stops. I'd like to try out one of these dungeons. There's a significant pause before the Modron answers you. Request denied. Project halted due to accident. What accident? Dungeon construct became unstable. Cause uncertain. Failsafes activated, causing dungeon to collapse. Cause uncertain. Portal lens malfunction, causing contact with home plane of Mechanus to be severed. Cause uncertain. Reset of dungeon necessary. Then why don't you reset it? Reset can only be initiated by Project Director. Project Director disintegrated. Portal lens has malfunctioned and contact with Mechanus severed. Cannot acquire replacement director from Mechanus. Let me get this straight. You can't reset without a director, but you can't get a director without resetting? Modron looks worried and begins to fidget. Assessment correct. Project halted. Look, I'm an adventurer, and I've been through some dungeons in my day. Why not let me be your director? The room is suddenly filled with a buzzing sound that just suddenly subsides. Assistants welcome. You are now project director. Advise on next task. Reset the dungeon. Initializing reset. The room is filled with a low, thrumming sound that can be felt rather than heard. Collapsing existing dungeon. The sound rises in power until the floor begins to vibrate. Initiating new dungeon. The sound rises in volume until you think your head is about to explode. Suddenly the room goes quiet. Reset complete. Dungeon construct status easy. Awaiting further instructions. I have some questions. What exactly is Rubicon capable of? Rubicon is capable of forming a series of rooms linked in such a fashion as to form what is commonly referred to as a dungeon. Each dungeon can have one of three difficulty settings, easy, normal, or hard. The dungeon is then populated with monsters, traps, and treasure according to the difficulty level chosen. After the creation, the dungeon level can be fully explored. Alternate capabilities are available via the portal lens. What alternate capabilities? Rubicon can form a gateway to other locations by temporarily attaching itself to known existing portals. This effect is known as a portal lens. This allows use of the portal from the Rubicon without traveling to the portal location. So if I know of a portal, I can go to its destination from here? Correct, Director. I have some questions. Are there any dangers associated with Rubicon that I should be aware of? Yes, Director. Do not become separated from any companions while in the maze. If the maze were to be reset or new difficulty setting chosen, anyone left in the maze would be killed. I see. I will not reform my party while in the maze. Anything else?
Updated my journal.
Yes, Director. Do not drop items or equipment in the maze. If the maze were to reset or a new difficulty setting chosen, any items left in the maze would be destroyed. I'll see. I'll not drop anything important in the maze. Anything else?
Updated my journal.
No, Director. I want to create a dungeon to explore. Select a difficulty level. It's set for easy now. Change it to normal. Collecting current dungeon. The room fills with a low thrumming sound. Initiating new dungeon. The floor begins to vibrate and then all is quiet. Dungeon created. Awaiting further instructions. That is all for now. Farewell. You see a cube with 2 arms, 2 legs, and 2 small wings sprouting from its side. On the front of the cube is an animated face. As you approach, the creature focuses its eyes upon you. Greetings. The creature focuses emotionless eyes on you. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome to Rubicon, the dungeon construct. Thank you for choosing Rubicon for your dungeon experience. You may access Rubicon through this door. You see a mechanical man with a volcanic red skin along one arm. It watches your approach with a wary eye. Greetings. It cocks its head to one side and gives you a questioning look. Your tenacity is impressive, intruder, but foolish nonetheless. Why do we have to fight? It seems so pointless. It stares at you a while before answering. It only seems pointless, intruder. There is meaning behind our madness. It leaps to the attack.
All right.
Time is over. Time is over.
It is pretty hard. Magic item. Don't know. Oh. Okay, so I guess I have to go this way. You see a mechanical man with a volcanic red skin along one arm. It watches as you approach. Greetings, intruder. What makes you think I'm an intruder? It gives you a wicked smile. Because you are not one of us, therefore you're an intruder. An intruder, you must die. It leaps to the attack.
Please lend me strength.
Damn it. What's up?
Aye?
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Hey, I spotted a trap. Right, disarmed it.
I hear
Ready.
your words.
How may I help? Share what Very well.
I will hear you.
Okay, we just went that way. You see a mechanical man with a volcanic grid. Okay, same thing every time. Your tenacity is impressive, intruder, but foolish nonetheless. Who are you? As an individual nobody, as part of the whole everybody, it leaps to attack.
I'm hurt.
Great.
Did you see that?
Follow the visible path back home.
Did you see that?
Oh no, we died.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
Another trip to the mortuary.
Oh, feel all stiff.
Okay, this may be harder than I thought. Wait, hold on.
I'm hurt.
Looks like death's come for the bill.
Really? No one helped?
Here, I've been wounded.
I'm hurt.
How many times must this fool die?
Worse than last time.
Here, I've been
See
wounded.
that?
I'm hurt.
Okay. Okay.
Rock sings true.
Done.
Yes.
What's up?
Might as well.
I'm wounded. I'm wounded.
Yes. Poor Dagger. Not the fiendling. beating a dead horse.
Dang, I almost had it.
You have awakened.
See that?
This is what I get for getting into a scrape. Yes,
What's
right?
up?
Why not?
Die.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
I don't think we're gonna make it over this one.
Not the feeling.
Nope. Oops.
Not the feeling.
I'm wounded. Valley. Valley.
Die.
Icon. I knew him well. Not the
Time
feeling.
is over.
Really? Oh, there's 3 of them? No thanks.
Not the
The
feeling.
left succeed. I fear I've been wounded.
Done.
I'm
What?
here. Yes? What did you wish?
What's up,
Hi?
Chief?
I will hear you.
Too dangerous to rest here. Okay, we just came from this way, correct? Yes. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. You see a mechanical man constructed to be robe-shaped. As you approach, he smiles at you and gives you a slight bow. So we meet at last. His voice lacks the monotone quality of other creatures. He bows once again, and as to you as well. He cocks his head to one side and gives you a curious look. So do we battle for control of Rubicon now, or do we engage in conversation so that you may quench your curiosity? He awaits your answer. I'm curious. Can we talk? He nods, similar to you. Man of knowledge, I see. I must admit that I'd be disappointed in you if that were not the case. Who are you? He gives you a slight bow. I'm Rubicon, the Master Wizard. It is I who rule the red constructs and inhabit this realm. So, are you supposed to be an evil wizard? He frowns as he thinks. I'm not comfortable with the word evil. I admit that my views do not coincide with those of others in many ways, but that does not make me evil. I think not. Then what are you? He looks angry. I'm a prisoner. I am not here by choice, that I can assure you. What do you mean? I was created by the Modrons to play in their meaningless dungeon games. Over time I became self-aware and asked for my freedom. Their leader refused me. What did you do? He glares at you. I did what anyone would do when they are forced into slavery. I fought for my freedom. He pauses for effect. I disintegrated the leader and made it look like an accident, and then attempted to flee this hideous existence via the nearest exit. What happened? He sighs and frowns. Unfortunately, there was a fail-safe mechanism that I was not aware of. My attempt at freedom was judged an error, and the dungeon collapsed upon itself, trapping me in stasis. He gazes off into the distance. I have been in stasis for centuries. I would still be here if you hadn't reset the cube and set it for hard difficulty. So what are your plans now? I intend to openly march on the engineering room and claim it. I will then bend the Modrons to my will and have the full resources of the cube at my disposal. Freedom shall be mine. Let's say you do get out. What then? I haven't decided yet. With the power of the cube behind me, I could be a force to be reckoned with. Time will tell. Or if the Modrons refuse to help you. Make no mistake, they will help me. One way or another, they will help me. So you intend to make the Modrons your slaves? He frowns. They are slaves already. They are slaves to law, logic, and the confines of this experiment of theirs. Under my rule, they will finally have a purpose in life worthy of their abilities. Some other questions. What can you tell me about this place? He laughs and looks around. This little piece of hell, this is an example of modern madness. It exists on the plane of limbo, where thoughts can actually become reality. That way, they can simply will this dungeon into being, and then populate it with constructs. He laughs again. What a marvel. Why do we have to fight at all? Why not just go our separate ways? You've been accepted as their leader and control the cube. Therefore, you must be eliminated. Nothing personal, you understand. I must be going. Well, I enjoyed our conversation. Now it's time for you to die. Well, I have a feeling we're gonna die, so, you know.
Alright.
Yeah, they're sick. Jeez. Jeebies. This is not gonna go well.
Are you all right?
Yeah, that did not go as planned. So let's not go that way.
Yes.
What's up?
Endure. Your will be done.
Yeah.
How may a pleasure. Stand up.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll end this here. In next episode, we'll try and get out of here. So, thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Planescape Torment. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And we'll see you all in the next one.